Now, Eric, give us a little process on how you actually, because the dogs are different, obviously, between the British and the Roman Greyhounds are different. How do you go about the modeling of things like the nose and the ears and the face? Because obviously the face is rounder with this, the eyes are different, the eyebrows more curved, the nose is longer and points is a lot more pointy, and it's a downward pointing nose. So when you're working on it, how do you create these things and get them to be so realistic without being so fake, if that makes sense?
Lots of iteration. You can't get frustrated in the early steps, because in the early steps it won't look the way you want it to look, right? So it just takes process and time. It's kind of akin to the marble statue, right? You have to see it with inside the marble statue, and you got to chip away at the pieces because it's a 3D object. So these are 3D renders. The fur is rendered on top, and then we're for other layers that will be a mystery. But so we'll do the object, and you may have seen the differences between the British and the Romans there. We took a base sample that I think we just like as just a good starting point, and then you kind of tease out the features or hyper exaggerate them. I know you'll see that the most distinguishing difference I see is just the nose shape. It's just a little bit longer. You see a little larger jowls. And we worked back and forth with Dylan, one of our 3D modelers. He did a great job. And we just really tried to kind of painstakingly, it's like, well, okay, it looks a little too close to the British. How can we adjust some of these features? Okay, well, we see in these examples, for Romans, the ears are kind of pointed backwards as opposed to the British. So just defining, like, what do we want to see? What is a good representation of that breed? And not exaggerating it to the point where it's unbelievable, but definitely distinguished from the other breeds.
I definitely want to look at it second. But before we switch over, take a look at that dun dog, and that is a Roman, and right next to it with the patch is the British, and you can see the head shapes are very different from each other.
Yep.
Yeah, the nose and the jaw is a little bit more squared off. Sorry, Eric, what am I doing? This is what you're supposed to be talking about. You go ahead.
It's okay. No, this was a joint effort. I think we were all kind of working on it creatively.
So with the British dog, the jaw's slightly more squared, the nose is slightly more squared. It's a longer nose. The depth perception with the British versus Romans a little bit longer. But the nose for the British Greyhound is actually a longer nose. It's just a more squared up jawline. So the jawline's different, the nose is different, the position of the mouth is different, the ears are actually a different shape, and they point in opposite directions. So the Roman ears point up and out, whereas the British dogs fold in and down. So it's very, very fascinating. I don't know if that's exactly how Eric would describe the ears, but that's how I describe them.
Yeah, it's an interesting viewing angle. I think if there were, and again, it is a 3D model, at some point, if we wanted to try a different profile, flip it around and you might see the ears kind of pointing backwards. But I like this because you can see all sides of the face. You can see left eye, right eye. If the left ear is just kind of poking out, but that right ear, it looks like it's almost kind of slicked back, as opposed to the British that just kind of flops down.
Yeah, and I think you guys have done an amazing work on that. I think you guys have done amazing work, and the jackets, the actual jackets. Take the gold jackets for example. If you are in our gold jacket club, we are actually making up 5 of those exact jackets to send out to 5 lucky winners. We are sending a number of the silver jackets out as well. So Eric, when I get one, when I put the order in, mate, to get those jackets made up, send me your measurements and I'll send you a gold jacket, mate.
Looking forward to it. Yeah.
Glitter
not included.
Yeah, glitter is not included. However,
sparkle effect, the fireworks.
All right, but lady, if you want to run through the silver whitelist perks that you've got listed up there.
So 10 draws for custom-made silver jackets. So it may be more than 10. It's at least 10.
It is at least 10.
Those are IRL jackets. So yeah, I think 137 people mint gold jacket. If, let's say we have 200 people mint a silver jacket. Let's just say that's a low estimate, hopefully.
Yep.
So you'll have at least a 10 in 200 chance, maybe higher. Is that 1 in 20?
Yeah.
Something like that. That's if we have 200 mints. Let's just guess. So
I can say that we're estimating to make up between 10 and 30 of these silver jackets.
So you might have a reasonable chance to actually win a real life silver jacket. There will definitely be people, I will guess, that are in this Twitch chat right now. At least one of you will probably win a real life jacket.
Most likely, there's a 1 in 137. So there's 5 in 137. I don't know what the maths works out to that to be about 1 in 27 that you'll get yourself a golden jacket.
Yeah. So like
currently, if you're on the gold jacket list.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there's the other perks there for the silver jacket, Spot Lady.
Yeah. So 2 free dogs in the Grecian drop. So is that raffled off between everybody?
No, that's only for the silver jacket holders.
Okay. Yeah, so all the silver jacket holders, there'll be 2 free dogs. Can you elaborate on that?
No, I've got no idea. This is not my department anymore. Bryce deals with all this.
Bryce, are you here? This was his list. He just gave it to me. So
there'll be two dogs given out in the next minting after this one for the whitelists. And then there'll be 1 dog for the following mint, and then there'll be 1 dog for the following mint that's given out to our silver jacket holders.
So it's like a raffle, right?
It is, but it's only available for those select people, and they have to opt into the situation.
Right. Okay. To be done via giveaway bot in silver jacket channel. Okay. So to keep that role in the Discord, the silver jacket whitelist, you can get on the whitelist and get the role, but to keep the role, you have to mint.
You do, yes. You have to mint one of the dogs in order to maintain the silver jacket and the jacket role as well. Now, if you are on our website, if you are on our new website, you can go into our official links channel and you'll actually be able to watch us on our Twitch stream through our actual website, as well as following all our latest tweets as well. So if we go through the website, we can have a look at the different bloodlines. And if you click on the bloodlines page at the top of the page, you'll see that it has both the Roman and the British bloodlines. And there's a little bit more backstory about the Roman and the bloodlines underneath, just in their little blurb about what their particular backstory is. So there's going to be different backstories for each different dog. Different dogs are more pertinent in different parts of history and society than there are today. So we've actually tried to get that as close to realistically, historically accurate as possible.
That's really interesting. I think that's neat. I'll have to read up on that. I mean, this was released 5 minutes ago, so I have not had time yet to read those.
No, the website only went live this morning. I didn't want to let it go live before we started the Twitch stream because I wanted to be able to tell everybody, hey, jump online, tell us what you think, tell me what your thoughts are, and see how we go, because it's just, I want everybody to be excited about what we got coming along. Now, Eric, speaking how are we going timeline-wise? Are we still on our timeline for what we're expecting? What are you guys currently working on the surface level without going into too much detail, just so we can give everyone a bit of an update?
Yeah, so we got the basic structure of dog racing to 3 racetracks or 3 distances. I don't want to get into too much specifics, but we're working on the matchmaking, class systems, breeding, and we're going to be getting testing on the database shortly. So right now, yeah, we're in a state where, okay, we can do some magic. It looks very pretty on the screen, but can it persist game data throughout, say I started again next week and it's right where I left it. So we want to kind of parallel kind of what would happen in the real world, right, when these dogs evolve and their racing skills improve. So don't want to get too much involved in that. So.